Welcome
Hello!
to episode 6.
Oh my gosh, we're on episode 6 already! Wow.
Yeah, so like a month. Well, it's supposed to be like a month and
A half.
in 2 weeks, yeah, and a half
Yeah.
of content.
Well, welcome
Ooh.
back! Thank you for choosing
Welcome
our
back.
podcast. Thank you for letting us into your ears today.
Yeah, basically, and like talk about things.
Talk about stuff.
Well, we hope you enjoy our last episode, which was with Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys haven't listened to it, go check that out.
What are
because
you
we had a
doing?
lot of time. Oh no, we had a fun time talking to him, and yeah, just like getting to know him and his
Mhm.
background and to singing, presenting. Like, there's a lot of things that we discussed.
That we covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, today.
So today, someone requested that we
I
talk about.
requested a topic because I've been
Yeah.
wanting to talk about this since like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I texted Darren, I'm like, hey Dare, I have a topic that I really want to talk about, but the last
We didn't.
in episode 4.
4.
I think episode 4, we went off a tangent of other topics that
Yeah.
we couldn't talk about this.
We did.
So we're talking
did.
about it now.
Yes. So
So-
Disney.
It's Disney! Everyone loves Disney. And the reason why I
Yes.
wanted to bring up this topic is because I've been watching the Renaissance Disney movies lately. So like Little Mermaid
Oh.
till now. And I watch people analyzing the Disney movies also and the songs, and it's
Mhm.
very, very interesting. Darren, what's
Mhm.
your experience with Disney?
I do have a lot of experience with Disney, surprisingly.
Do tell.
Tapi, but I'm-
We
you know,
we are
for
we,
the
we are
transition-
recording this episode like back to back with the previous episode. I think because
I
we
need
still
to
have
rewire my brain.
yeah. And we
Seriously,
still
let me
have a
get it.
lot of things to talk about, I think. That's why we are doing it back to back. We're like I still want to talk. So we're
wanna
doing
talk,
another
I wanna talk.
episode.
Yeah, but
Okay.
basically, in my early days, in my my childhood,
In your
my
youth.
parents, my youth, my mom usually took me to watch or to see Disney on Ice, which in itself it's like amazing, So I mean, prior to that, I've seen a couple of Disney movies, the classic ones like Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, all those like the Little Mermaid as well. So that's what I kind of have with Disney in general. So I grew up watching these movies, even though I don't remember every single one of them, but I still grew up living in this like, oh, princess, and like ideal life,
Happily ever
and like
afters.
happily ever after, that everything will turn out to be fine. So I grew up with that. What about you, Joe?
Well, first of all, I am officially jealous of you because you've watched Disney on Ice. I never got the chance to
Oh, I
watch
love
Disney on
that.
Ice. Are you
Oh my
kidding
god,
me?
you should.
Oh my
Oh my god,
gosh.
Joe. Maybe I should. Can I? Hold on.
Yes, yes. For those of you listening, Darren is going off screen to take something. I'm very excited.
Hold on.
Wait, are those programs?
For those of you who are not watching this on YouTube platform,
You
you should, because
should.
I'm showing you guys a lot of things,
Oh
right?
my gosh. I didn't know
Whenever
they
I
have
go-
programs.
They do. And like,
That
oh my
is
god, it's like
so
a,
good.
it's literally like a whole thing.
Oh
Little Mermaid.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
So that's one. Oh, this one is Disney,
Disney
Life. It's
Life?
not Disney on Ice, but
Wait, what
it's like,
is Disney Life? I've never heard of that.
See, like they just like a, not a broad, like a stage thing.
Wait, where
But
is
it's just-
that? Is that in Disneyland? No.
No. This all happened at not GI Expo, but the other one, Senayan.
It's here in Jakarta.
Yeah, it's always here, or either Singapore, either.
Oh,
I'm sorry, just it's another Disney Live.
oh my god!
It's
Oh my
another Disney
Mickey Mouse
Live.
Clubhouse. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Another Disney Live.
Oh my god!
Well, it's a lot. Winnie the Pooh.
Pooh.
And like,
What are
but
these
usually
Disney
some of them-
lives? What the heck?
like it's just them. I don't know. It's I barely remember, but it's a different one. But Cinderella on
Rogers and
Broadway.
Hammerstein.
Um,
My gosh, you've watched
yeah,
Rogers and
okay.
Hammerstein Cinderella
Another Disney.
on ice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
Hold up. Another one. Like it's crazy how I went to a lot of these. I grew up with them as well.
Uh-huh.
Like, but basically that's a little bit about my life with,
Your history
Disney?
with Disney.
cause like it's not even the story, but it's just so amazing to see.
It's the idea
I
of
think this one
it.
is my first one. It's the idea of it. I think this one is my first one.
Amazing journey.
But yeah,
Oh my
that's a bit about, like,
gosh.
Yeah.
I have those, but with theater. Those
Right?
programs.
I feel like. Yeah.
my version
I do
of that
have
is
that
with
too.
theater. Cause I
Right.
didn't grow up going to those. You know, my parents never took me to a Disney on Ice and that
Mm.
kind of stuff. It's just because I don't know why. Because maybe they don't think I would be interested in it. I don't know.
Mhm.
But since like I've grown to be my own person, that's when I like start going to theaters and buying the programs, I think.
Right.
But my
Yeah.
history with Disney, I think Disney is what introduced me to music theater. Like, yes, I mean, I kind of touched on this like in the last episode, but Glee was the thing that made me want to pursue a career in theater. But I think Disney is what introduced me to the world of musicals.
Like Disney?
Yeah, cause I grew up watching like Little Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty. Oh my gosh, I have things to say about Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
Dared pop quiz.
bad
What was Sleeping Beauty's? What was Aurora's dress color? What's the color of her dress?
Okay, black and pink.
Black,
No, pink.
pink.
I thought she has like an overcoat or like a cape.
Well, kind of, but that's her
bad.
in the forest, right? But
Oh, yeah,
basically,
yeah.
basically, there's this whole debate of what her dress color is, because apparently it's blue.
Is it blue?
It's blue, but they advertise it as pink because Cinderella's dress is blue. So like,
That's what I thought.
yeah, so like kids would like mistake it. But also, Cinderella's dress was not blue.
What?
It was silver in the movie. I know.
Which is the right one?
Yes, but because Disney was like, oh, we don't want little kids to be in white dresses because it looks like a wedding dress. That's why they changed it to blue.
True.
This is what I've been like researching about in my free time.
I mean, Oh my god.
Also, why I don't know why this turned into like a quizzy thing, but what does the evil witch, is she a witch, in Snow White says to the magic mirror?
Mm. Mm.
What
It's
was
not
the
mirror, mirror on
saying?
the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Yeah, that's what we all think, right?
It's not.
It's not. It's a magic mirror on the wall.
Why do they keep on changing it?
Cause apparently this is like a conspiracy theory. I think we we switched from like Disney to like conspiracy theory, but you know the Mandela effect.
I think I've heard of it.
It's when
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
when people like think a certain thing is one thing, but turns out it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Disney before we went
Damn,
off
Joe.
on a different tangent.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the live actions because we all know the Renaissance Disney movies are amazing. And by the way, Renaissance, for those of you who don't know, the Renaissance Disney is from Little Mermaid till Tarzan, basically.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, they had a decline in like movie making and stuff until Alan Menken and Howard Ashman came about. This is a very nerdy episode if you can't tell already. But but because of Menken and Howard Ashman, they literally increased sales in Disney movies. That's why we all know. That's why Disney is as successful as they are now.
I see.
But have you watched the live action movies? The Disney
Which
live
one?
actions? They have a lot now,
I-
don't they?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
What about Aladdin? Because I wasn't a fan
Yeah,
of that.
I watched that.
What do you think of it?
I honestly think it was pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, the thing is, they changed Jasmine into. Well, I'm not blaming it because, like, I think women should be able to speak for themselves,
Yeah.
regardless of the plot. But I think sticking to the OG is pretty
Yes.
important. I mean, adding a song, that's a bit doesn't because
It's a
that
bit of an
song is not
overreach.
even on the Broadway. Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
overreach.
Yeah, exactly.
I see it if it's on Broadway and they bring it up into the thing,
Yes.
the movie. But if you add it for the sake of whatever it is that you want to convey, it's a bit, yeah.
Because I feel like they just want a Let It Go for Aladdin.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I love Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, who wrote Speechless. But I just don't think... Why don't they, like, put in... what's the song from Broadway? Beyond these palace
Beyond the
walls.
Palace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Beyond
feel
the
like that would be better.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
the other duet, aside from A Whole New World.
A Million Dreams.
Yeah. I
Wait.
think that would be so much better.
Yeah. I think that's 1 million. Yeah. That,
Yeah.
yeah. I sang that song and then I love that song so much.
Mm-hmm.
Loki was expecting them to incorporate that song.
Yeah. I'm just glad they put in like proud of your boy.
Oh yeah.
Because it wasn't in the original
It
movie,
wasn't, but it's
right?
on the Broadway version.
It's on the Broadway. Yeah.
Which I was, yeah.
And I just wasn't a fan of Friend Like Me by the Genie.
I don't quite remember the scene.
You ain't
but-
never had a friend like me.
Oh! I thought you were talking about the three guys. They have. A song
Oh
for
yeah.
that too.
The
Oh
Omar.
yeah, a friend like me. I remember that. Yeah.
I was
that
just like,
one.
yeah, I was just like comparing the original to the Broadway to the live action, and I'm just like, the live action
Yeah.
just doesn't have soul in it, don't you
Mm-hmm.
think?
It's like so grand. It's like
Yeah, I feel like they're doing a bit too much.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying real hard.
And did you watch Beauty and the Beast? The one with Emma Watson?
Yes. I feel like I did, but I don't remember clearly that.
Well,
bits.
if you watch it, you'll notice they do a lot of autotune. That is
Oh
very
yeah, no.
that is
I heard
very
that, yeah.
noticeable. Like, sure, autotune is like such a big debate, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they put autotune in literally everything, even live performances. But
Yeah.
if you are going to do autotune, why don't you make sure that it's like good autotune? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Beauty and the Beast, you can literally tell that
Uh-huh.
they use autotune.
Uh-huh.
But the
Yeah.
best live action so far is still Cinderella. Did you watch that?
I don't think I watched that one.
It's with Lily James and Richard Madden. It's I've watched that at least once a week.
Oh my god.
That's how obsessed
Is it-
I am with it.
It's probably on Disney Hotstar, right?
It's on Disney Hotstar.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it after.
Yes, please do. It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so good. And I've never been a fan of live actions. I mean, I am if they do it right, like Cinderella, but because they messed it up so many times with the other ones, I'm just like, you know what? Just stop.
Just no.
Just like let it
Yeah.
let it have their moment.
Wait,
back
but what's
then.
the good thing about the Cinderella live action?
It's just how they did it. It's not a musical too. Which
it's
is
not?
which is like rare
Well, I mean,
for
Cinderella's never been a musical.
I mean, they do have like a dream is a wish your heart makes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they do have a song, but it's kind of just like a lullaby. It's love and
Do they have 10 minutes ago?
Dilly
Probably
dilly.
not.
No, that's not Disney.
That's Rodgers and Hammerstein.
I do wish that Disney and Rodgers and
And
Hammerstein would
minutes
just
ago.
collaborate. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And like in my own little corner, in
Little
my own
corner.
little chair. It's so good. But it's not a musical at all, which I mean, knowing me, I would not like it as much as I do.
And also, that happens with Mulan. So, like,
I have so much to say
That's a
about
diff-
Mulan. First
let
of
it all
all,
out.
why? Why do they not have a song?
Yeah.
But they do. But
They
the
have
soundtrack.
explanation, yeah. They didn't have an explanation on that. as well.
No! Which, like, why? And, like,
They didn't.
they don't have Mushu or the cricket
Yeah.
and the grandma. And also, Mulan has a sister.
Wait, okay, I haven't actually watched the movie, but yeah.
Okay, but you are going to have to listen to me
Okay.
rant about it anyway. Because I have, oh my gosh, the Mulan live action is just, sure, as an action movie, that can work.
Mhm.
But
Right.
as a Disney movie, as a remake, no.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I honestly I watched it once and I can't remember General Shang in it as much. Because I feel
Mhm.
like they kind of changed the story a little bit.
Mhm.
But why on God's green earth would they not include Mushu?
Mhm.
And cuz like one of the best part about Mulan is Mushu. He brings all the comedy, all the laughs. Mushu.
Yeah.
But
He's the comedic relief.
Yeah, and their reasoning apparently. Also, by the way, we don't fact check anything, so this is just what we think about things. But apparently, the reason why they didn't include Mushu is because it's not realistic.
And they included Abu on in Aladdin.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, like he doesn't talk,
it's
but
the
he's
sidekick.
there. Exactly.
Wait, but they don't have Abu in the live action, right?
No, they.
They don't have
I'm
Abu.
sure they.
I don't think they have
No,
Abu.
no, they have. They have.
They do?
They do.
I can't remember. I feel like
I
because
think they do.
I remembered going on a tangent about Abu. About Abu
I
not
feel
being
like
there.
they-
But I don't remember. I haven't watched it in a while. I watched it when it first came out and never want to watch it again.
I'm actually gonna rewatch everything now. 'Cause you
Yes,
said it.
please.
Okay.
Yes, please. But
Cinderella. Yeah. Okay.
but they have this whole witch thing. So they have a witch in Mulan, which does not make any sense. Like if you want it to be like realistic, then witches are, I mean, I don't know if they exist or not, but logically, and they have this, so the witch can turn into a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Like sure, that makes sense. That's more realistic than a dragon. So mad. And also they made Mulan have a sister. So like that like entirely defeats the whole purpose of her having to be the perfect bride. Cuz like that
Yeah,
title can
right.
go to the sister. So like
Right.
she doesn't have
Yeah.
too much pressure in that. Yeah. And I'm just sad that the
Oh.
grandma isn't there. And I feel like there wasn't a lot of romance between Mulan and General Shang, which that's like one of the best love stories in my opinion for Disney.
Yeah.
Mulan and
Uh-huh.
General Shang's, because I
Yeah.
watched
That's a
Mulan and the
bummer.
sequel. You should watch the sequel to Mulan. It's so good.
The animation version.
Yes. It's so
There
good.
isn't that. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing. You know how there's the controversy in like Disney sequels?
Yeah. Mhm.
Which side are you a part of?
I'm pro
Or it
sequel.
depends.
Cause I feel like when I watch a movie, this is why I love series because it doesn't end. Well, it does end, but like we kind of see a glimpse of their after happily ever after. You know? Cuz for some movies
That's true.
it's just like, oh, everything works out and happily ever after. But then in the sequel, we see past that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so nosy that I want to know everything. But I'm pro sequel. But honestly, nothing can beat the first movie, obviously. But it's just nice. And Ariel's sequel, Little Mermaid sequel, is really good too.
I've never actually watched any Disney sequels.
I think the Little Mermaid
Interestingly.
one is worth the watch. And I recently watched the sequel to Cinderella, which
Are these all on Disney Plus?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, back to live actions.
Exciting. Wait, so where were we?
Mulan not being a good live action movie.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for
That
those
one.
who enjoyed it, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Did you watch the Lion King live action?
I watched like not the whole thing, just like maybe the first 20 minutes.
It was actually good. I actually enjoyed it, but a lot of people hated it. I only
I
had one
think-
issue though with it.
What was it?
You know how Beyonce is Nala?
Yeah.
I don't hate that idea at all, but they added a song called Spirit.
Oh my god, I love Spirit.
I love it too, but but
Is
we
it part
kind
of the movie?
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like a soundtrack kind of thing.
But it's like they put it as a song for a montage, which I wasn't really a fan of. I'd rather like have Nala actually sing, you know? It's just
Yeah.
weird. Yeah. But that's the only thing.
But-
I actually really enjoyed the Lion King live action.
Yeah.
Some people said that it's kind of freaky that because it's so realistic. It's freaky
Right.
that actual animals are talking. But I actually don't mind it.
But like that's not the first one. Like Jungle Book.
I haven't watched Jungle Book.
Remember? Oh,
I haven't
you
watched
you
it.
have not watched.
No. Because
That one I think I like.
you like that one.
I think I like that one. Wait. Was it Tarzan? I can't remember. But I remember seeing this
I
one.
love Tarzan.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it live. The live
It's
version.
not actually on Disney. Cause here's the thing. Here's like the whole theory with Tarzan. I feel like Tarzan is the forgotten Disney movie. I'm not really
Why?
sure why, but Tarzan was the last of the Renaissance Disney era.
Right.
And it's not really a musical, right? But
No.
but they have Phil Collins just singing on top of montages.
Yeah. Uh huh.
And I don't I researched about this, but I kind of forgot.
You did really research on these things.
I did because they didn't really care about Tarzan because they didn't make a live action. They did with who's the one playing Harley Quinn? Margot Robbie.
Mm. Yeah.
And it wasn't Disney. But that was a good adaptation. But that wasn't Disney. Which I just realized too. I'm like, Tarzan is Disney. Why didn't Disney make a live action? I think it was Fox who made it. I'm not sure. Or 20th century. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was forgotten.
Aw.
But Tarzan was so good.
Yeah. Wait, is there only one live action? Or is it just like one adaptation and that's it?
I think for Tarzan, yeah. There's only one.
Then I must have watched. Was there like a scene, like the beginning scene is like people in like houses were just like getting destroyed? Is
Yes.
that just another?
Yes.
Right? Is it? Okay.
Wait, is
Like
that
there was
the
this huge
sequel?
fight.
Hold on.
No. I think.
No. Because I feel like they didn't make a live action of Tarzan. They made a sequel. It's life after Tarzan met Jane. Right? Cuz
Is it?
Cause it started off as them being in England, and then they had to, for some reason, they had to come back, and then Jane was kidnapped, and everything.
So there's the legend of Tarzan. What is this?
Well, we
one?
just
Is
said
it-
we don't fact check, but now we are because we just can't stand not knowing.
But like, there's the Tarzan 1999,
That's the Phil Collins one. That's,
That's
the
the first
animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's the 2002 still animation Tarzan and Jane, right?
I have not watched that. I have to watch
Apparently
that
there's
now.
that one. And then there's the Tarzan in 2013, which is
With Margot Robbie?
animation.
Oh, no? It's an animation?
Wait, no. The poster looks like it's animation. It's an animation. No, it's live. It's live. Wait, no.
No.
Wait, it's animation, but it looks so real.
Yes, I'm looking at it now, but I don't
Right?
think that's
Yeah.
in Disney. So, the one we were referring to, the live action, is The Legend of Tarzan, not Tarzan. So it's literally
How come
life.
It's a different
It's
thing?
their life after Jane met Tarzan. So they've
Okay.
never made made a live action to Tarzan. Like they
Oh, so we're
should.
talking about The Legend of Tarzan 2016.
Yeah.
So I think I've seen that one, I think. Okay. We're in the same
Yeah,
page.
it's that's why you said the village is getting destroyed.
Yeah.
That's how I
Okay.
remembered it too, because I just watched it recently. So bad boy.
Got it.
I think I have too much. No, I don't have free time, but I make time for movies. That like I sometimes just watch and not do my work.
Oh my god. Mood.
But I don't know
yeah.
what other live actions did they do. I feel like I was recently I was like, why don't they make a live adaptation of Snow White? But there's literally hundreds of movies adapting Snow White's story.
Right.
Have you
Such
watched Mirror
as-
Mirror? That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's basically
Yeah.
it's Snow White with Lily Collins and Julia Roberts. And
I
who's the guy? Oh, the prince. The prince. Oh my gosh, I love him as the prince. I can't remember his name now. He played in Call Me by Your Name.
Timothy Chalamet?
No, the other guy.
Hammer?
Army who?
Yeah.
Yes.
Army Hammer, I think.
Army
that's-
Hammer. Yes. He is so cute.
Ah.
Him-
Ooh.
You should watch that. You should watch Mirror Mirror again if you have not.
Mirror. I think you need to give me like a list so that I can just edit, you know,
Yes, honestly, I just need to make a
into
list
my list.
of like good Disney movies and
Yeah.
rom-coms, because that's all I watch.
And also, guess what's getting
Adapted?
no adaptation. But it's just getting its real life version.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, no. It's already a real version, live version. But Enchanted, I think. No, it's gonna be a musical. It's gonna be a musical.
No, it's
right?
gonna be a sequel.
A sequel?
Yeah, Disenchanted.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
the
I'm excited
original
for that
cast
one.
too. Oh my gosh. You know, I grew
Yeah,
up.
it's Amy Adams.
Yes, and Patrick Dempsey.
Oh yeah, and that one.
And
I
Idina
forget his name,
Menzel is gonna get a song.
but-
Finally.
Right.
Finally.
Yes. Yeah. Mm. Wait.
I grew up loving
exciting.
Enchanted, and now
too, me
I
too.
have a love hate relationship with Enchanted now,
Why?
because I did it as a musical in high school, and I was
No,
like,
you did not.
and basically our cast and crew were only 20 people, because we did it per class. So each classes had to do a musical.
Mhm.
And my class chose Enchanted, and because they knew that I love theater and that I'm taking that as my major, they made me the director, the choreographer, and Giselle.
Ooh.
I was Giselle. Which
Giselle. Wait, Giselle is the princess.
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And that's my first time being in a production. So I knew
A
nothing.
musical production.
Yes. Because the last time I was in a production, I was in kindergarten.
Fast forward.
So that was my first time directing, my first time choreographing.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I have a love-hate relationship with Enchanted. Because I feel like I consume too much of it. I can literally
Right.
say each line of the movie because I remembered it. Even
God.
leading up to the performance, I never had to like memorize my lines because I watched it so many times as a kid that I just knew it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Too
I
much of
mean,
everything
that's
is
just-
never good.
Being a fan.
Being a fan.
But also, it's just like one movie that I clearly not well, that I'm exaggerating, but I truly remember because how unique it is,
Yeah.
how it transcends from real life into like this other world, and somehow it makes sense in my 7-year-old brain.
Me
You know,
too.
it's like, well, if I fall into like a hole in New York City, will I be transported into this other world?
No, you'll just
Like-
live with rats and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Exactly. So that's like, you know, I feel like with Disney it creates that
Imagination.
not false, but it's imagination.
Yeah.
That it's kind of fun.
Yeah. And I recently watched Tangled too. It's one of my favorite Disney animation movies.
Love
But
that.
here's the
show.
thing.
Not
Here-
show. Love that movie.
I don't know why, as a kid, when you watch something, you just believe that the actors' voices are the characters' voices.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Tangled and Frozen, I cannot do that. I just
Really?
see the actor and actresses because their voices are so distinct. Like Tangled, they have Mandy Moore. I love Mandy Moore in A Walk to Remember. A Walk to Remember is my all-time favorite movie. Have you watched it?
No.
It's a Nicholas Sparks movie. It's so good. While
A
everyone
Walk to Remember.
yeah. While everyone like loves The Notebook, I love A Walk to Remember because I don't know what's love it. So like I know her voice very well from that. And then Flynn Rider is Zachary Levi, right?
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
that.
And I've watched She Loves Me
She
too
loves
many
me. Oh, yeah, that's
times.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
I watch it too many times that like I put his voice with his face together and it can't be separated. So I watched it like literally yesterday. I watched Tangled yesterday, and I'm just like, this is just Zachary Levi and Mandy Moore, and also Donna
Yeah.
Murphy as Mother Gothel.
Wait, Donna Murphy. She
She was in
familiar.
Passion, Sondheim musical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and
yeah.
I loved Passion as a musical. I watched like the pro shot of Passion and it was just so good. And so whenever I watch Tangled, all I see is Donna Murphy.
But isn't that a bit a disadvantage, I guess? Because now
It
you're
is.
seeing
It
two
is. It
different,
truly is.
like, how does it connect?
Exactly.
Right?
And also Frozen. Oh my gosh, I love the cast of Frozen.
Uh-huh.
Like the first movie, basically like Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell and Jonathan Groff. I love
Right.
Jonathan Groff, and Josh Gad, and also, did you know Santino Fontana played Hans? He played the villain. He was the one who sang "Love is an open door." That was him.
Uh-huh.
That was Santino. Like, hello?
Santino Fontana?
Yes, that's Santino.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Wait, I'm so confused. Which part did he sing?
Love is an open door. He was Hans.
But who is he?
Hans?
Oh, Hans.
Yeah, the
I thought-
villain. He was the villain in Frozen. Santino. Our
Wait, I
beloved
didn't
Prince
know that.
Charming from Cinderella's Rogers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Yeah, but also, I actually know Santino from Tootsie.
Yes.
Yeah, that too. Oh my god.
Exactly. The cast is amazing.
What a king.
And like, sure, first time I watched it, I didn't think of the cast at all. And then after I found out who the cast are, and I rewatched it, I'm like, I can't unhear the actors.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just-
I see that.
Oh my gosh. Even with the second movie too, Jonathan Groff, hello. Oh, he has the best
don't
voice in this
remember.
world. It's
I
like
don't remember
the second one.
watching the second one. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
I just remember this one montage where one of the characters, it was a guy who breaks out into like this whole episode of just him breaking up, where like it turns into like this montage of just like different shots, but it's like a music video.
yes, that's Jonathan Groff.
Yeah,
Lost
okay,
in
that
the
one, yeah.
woods.
Yeah, I think it was
It's
that
like
one.
it's like an
I was like,
80s
what?
music video.
Yeah. And I was like, why is it here? I was like,
That's
I'm confused.
Christoph's song. I was so
mhm.
excited because I'm like, they didn't give Jonathan Groff a song. Meanwhile, his voice is just like butter. And then they gave him a song in the sequel. I was so
Uh-huh.
happy. But
But
then
was Hans played by Santino Fontana again?
the first
Okay, I didn't.
from the first movie.
Second.
He didn't
Oh.
show up in the second one
He did not? I don't
No.
remember this.
because
Huh?
he's a villain. I think did he die? I
Did
can't
he?
remember. I haven't watched the first one in a while. I watched the second one like at least 10 times.
I really have to rewatch a lot of these movies. Literally.
Yes. I feel like you do because we have
Refresh
different
my Disney brain.
I feel like we have different opinions about it too. Like how we
Yeah.
watched it before when we were a kid and then now because
Yeah.
I feel like we're very
Yeah.
critical now too.
Yeah. Very much.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
yeah.
I wanted to bring this up. I saw you listening to Lemonade Mouth earlier today.
Oh, so
Am I right?
Wait, did you watch the movie? Did you watch the movie?
Of course I did. I
Okay,
have the soundtrack. I have like the physical CD of the soundtrack.
Oh wow.
I loved it.
So I wasn't sure where I was back in 2011 when all of my peers, not all of my peers, but just like people watched Disney Channel and they somehow saw the movie. I was probably busy watching other shows like
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb
Amazing.
and like all those things, but like I didn't watch Lemonade Mouth because back then I was like, what is musical? But basically how I know of this movie is because I was about to be a class, a part of class 2024. So I joined the group chat of the people or of the students who got accepted into the university, which was last year, and somehow they got into this conversation of Bridget
Medler. Yeah.
Medler, and they talk about the Terminator, the song, and I was like, someone mentioned Lemonade Mouth, so the Terminator. So I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it. So I got into Disney Plus and watched the whole thing, and I was like,
It's amazing, isn't it?
such a good ass movie. Well, it gets kind of sad because the whole thing is actually about a message from one of the characters who's in the band to her father, right? Like the whole thing is, it's like she's retelling a story to her dad.
Yeah.
But my heart, but yeah, love that.
know, it's
love
so
that whole
good.
thing. What's your opinion on that movie?
Oh, I loved it. Oh my gosh. I also think it's a very good concept and idea too. Like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they are in detention and they have a secret talent and then like of
Mm-hmm.
course they're gonna form a band. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like and also I feel like I relate to the teacher the most.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like excited for them.
The music teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the principal.
No. No, he can
I hate
he
that.
can
I hate the guy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and also like Camp Rock and High School Musical. I have
That's
not
what I was
moved
going
on.
to watch next. Yeah.
Wait, you haven't watched?
Well, I watched Camp Rock, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember. Well, it was like 10 years ago, so I don't remember, but I'm gonna rewatch it. this
I
time.
forgot not everyone's a freak like me that watch it at least once a year.
Yeah, I was like, Joe, how do you even remember these things?
I watched Camp Rock and High School Musical religiously. I distinctly remember one time I was. Also, I think when I say Disney is the thing that introduced me to music theater, it's High School Musical. To be quite honest, it wasn't like Ariel or stuff, but High School Musical. I remembered watching it, and it got to the part High School Musical 2. It got to the part where it's the I gotta go my own way.
Ooh, what
And-
about us?
What about
everything we've been through?
And I was downstairs watching it. I was probably like 6 years old, maybe, or younger, or 4. I was 4 years old, and I wait.
Wait, there's
that's
no
not
way you
true.
were
That's
4
not
when
true.
you-
That's not
Yeah,
true. That's
I
not
was
true.
like,
I
you're
don't.
not that
I have
old.
no idea why the number 4 is in my head.
Okay, it's based. I think. Okay, when I was in third grade, that's when it was really happening. So you were probably in fourth grade.
Yes, probably
So
fourth grade.
around that time,
yeah,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
I was dancing by myself in my living room, and I was a shy kid. That's why people who knew me as a kid could not believe that I'm in music theater, that I do
Right.
performing as a living, you know?
Uh-huh.
I was very shy, so but I loved the idea of dancing and singing and just like basically musicals before I even knew what
Yeah.
musicals are. And I was dancing
Right.
alone in my living room. I pretended I had a partner to dance with, you know? And my mother came down and she was like, and I quickly stopped because I was shy. And my mom was like, "Oh, I wanna see you dance and all that stuff." But because I was very shy, I didn't want to. But my mom is not the type of person you can say no to, so she like insisted
like-
until I cried.
But here you are.
But
doing
here I
the
am.
exact thing.
Exactly, without having anyone to ask me to do it.
Oh my god. You know, Joe, it's really interesting because that got you into musical theater. But different with me, I didn't actually watch High School Musical until I got accepted into this performing art high school that I graduated from. So it was during my national exam week, or you know, like maybe around that period of time where I started to like getting prepared for, you know, life after middle school. So I watched the 3 movies before I went for America. So I mean, it kind of pumped me into like, okay, oh my god, it's gonna be like this High School Musical. I'm gonna be in like a great ass program. But
Was it like that?
but you know, that's only in movies.
Yes.
So
I learned that the hard way
no.
too. I had so much expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
I was so
It's really
ready
funny.
for like middle school and high school. I'm like, I am going to sing my way through middle school and high school, and I'm gonna have like a Troy Bolton. No,
Yeah.
wasn't the case at all. But honestly,
so funny.
watching it as a kid and watching it now is so different because I remembered I watched it for the music. I remember soundtracks was not a thing back then, I don't think. At least
Yeah.
for me. I didn't know they made soundtracks, you know?
Yeah.
But I memorized all the words to the songs. And
Oh my God.
and when I think of it now, oh my God, I can't speak.
Speak.
When I think about it now, I watched it multiple times until I memorized all the lyrics to it.
Mhm.
Like that's how many times I watched those movies,
Damn.
which is insane. Which like I can't do that now. I watched something once and I don't watch it again until a few months later because I'm like I know
Right.
what's going to happen, you know?
Mhm.
But then I started watching High School Musical again a few years ago. And it's a time where I was so into rom-coms and stuff. And I cried. I cried watching High School Musical too. I'm just like, this is heartbreaking. During like before I gotta go my own way. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. They had to part ways, and I'm just like, I didn't cry before. I didn't know what's gonna happen, but like how Vanessa Hudgens delivers the lines and everything, and I'm just like
Yeah,
sobbing. And I'm just like, this is
Uh-huh.
High School Musical. Why am I crying?
But also that said, like, because I feel like when we were younger, we didn't know
We didn't know.
more about, like,
Yeah.
you know, what is a breakup. Like, maybe it's like, you know, okay, just parting ways.
Mm-hmm.
But as we grow older, we know, like, oh shoot, it's an actual thing that we can experience in our lifetime,
Yeah.
potentially as well. And then on top of that, we know things about, you know, like acting and like
Yes.
emotions. We tap into that even more, like emotional vulnerability. So I
Uh-huh.
think that combined, like, you actually can put yourself in their shoes and like, what if that happens?
And like feel what they're feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And also for it being like, you know how some people can be, oh, what, High School Musical? That's so like cheesy.
Yeah.
But you know how some musicals, not, how do I say this? Musicals that are not as good is,
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain this. How we classify
Say it.
how we classify a musical as not being the best is when we can distinctly notice that they are singing, right?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
our goal is always to make it as
Seamless as possible.
yes. And they did that in High School Musical, which is like, wow, what? This is a good musical.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Well,
I had
I remember one thing that my teacher said, that to think of it, instead of singing in musical theater, it's about the character not being able to express themselves like fully, so then they burst out into singing without them knowing that they are singing. So I
Yes.
always hold on to that like, I don't know, value, or like I
That-
hold on to that
idea.
idea, so that when I sing, it's just me expressing myself.
Yes.
In my mind, I'm just like, you know, doing my thing.
Yeah, because like literally a musical is, if the emotions are too high, you sing about it. If it gets even
Yeah.
higher, you dance.
Yeah.
That is literally like the
exactly.
formula of music
The vo-
theater. So
Yeah.
like the fact that they did that was amazing. And like watching it
Agree.
now as someone who understands what it takes to make a good musical, it's just mind blowing.
Right.
And Camp
I'm like,
Rock
oh,
too. I just love Demi Lovato and the
Aw.
Jonas Brothers. Even though I never Hannah Montana. Oh,
I don't watch it. Well, back then I was like, well, I wasn't a huge fan of
Disney
live.
Channel.
No, I was a huge fan of Disney Channel. But
You like
I don't
animation?
I like animation,
movies and
animated stuff.
series.
Like I don't watch Zack and Cody, the real
That
life
makes
Zack and
sense.
Cody.
Yeah.
Wizard of Waverly
Place.
Place. Not so much into those. So that's why when people were just talking about these shows on Disney Channel, I'm like, yeah, I do watch it. I did watch Disney Channel, but I didn't watch.
You watch
The
Phineas
one-
and Ferb and
Yeah,
Kim
yeah.
Possible.
Like, yeah, it's like really, it's easy to digest as
Yeah,
me
yeah.
as
I got
you know.
that.
But yeah, go back to Hannah Montana. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I still dream of being Hannah Montana till this to this day. I think I
Tell me
watched
more.
I watched the whole series at least 3 times already because I'm just so obsessed with it. Like I know all the songs and I'm just like the idea of someone being a pop star but then also a normal person, you know? That's genius.
Right.
Why don't all celebrities do that? You can have literally like the best of both worlds. You know? It's so good.
Oh my god.
I
The
love
only
it.
song that I know is probably The Climb. And that's it.
It's the climb. I love it. And I
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be my tagline. I recently watched the Hannah Montana movie again. It's so good. And you know how when we watch kind of like musicals, we only memorize songs that the main characters are singing, right?
Yeah.
But no,
hmm
I memorized all the soundtrack, all the background music too,
Oh my god.
and I didn't.
Is it because you watch it multiple times?
Yes, and I listened to the soundtrack religiously as a kid. On my way to
Oh my
school,
God.
what I listened to is Hannah Montana or Camp Rock 2. Yeah. I was obsessed.
Wait, so there is there's Hannah Montana the movie,
Yes. I feel like you
but
can
it's
just
separate
watch
from the
that.
series.
It's separate. They have Wizard of Waverly Place the movie too.
Yeah,
And
I think
I-
if it's a movie, I can watch it.
Yes, because I mean the series
than-
is kind of long, but I recently
Yeah.
rewatched Wizard of Waverly Place, the series, and I love it. I love it.
Yay.
Also, I'm
Is
sorry,
it-
I I have a lot to say about
Just-
Disney. No, last one. Did you watch another Cinderella story with Selena Gomez and who's the guy?
Vanessa.
And Sean Drew? Sean Drew? Drew Sean? I can't
don't
remember.
know.
It's so good. You have to watch it. The male lead is the person who voices Troy Bolton singing in High School Musical 1. Because Zac Efron didn't sing in the first High School Musical movie, right?
What?
Oh no! Did I just crush your whole idea of High School Musical? I'm so sorry, but he didn't sing that.
Wait, the first one?
Yeah, he sang the second
So
and
he
third.
didn't sing Break Free?
No, that was Sean.
No!
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
This is like a kid finding out Santa Claus isn't real.
Well, okay, I was pretty convinced that he sang that song, but at the same time, it's like so, like, thin and it's a bit
Yeah,
twangy
exactly.
of him to have
Like,
that voice.
If you watch High School Musical, the first High School Musical as it is, then it sounds fine. But then if you watch the second and third one and then you go back to the first one, you're like, okay, this is not Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
And also, apparently,
yeah.
in Spotify and stuff, the way they kind of hide the fact that it wasn't Zac Efron is they put the artist as Troy. If you look
But
at
the-
if you look at Spotify right now, the singers are like Troy, Gabriella, Sharpay, Ryan.
Oh, so all of them are just in their character's name.
Yeah, because I feel like they're trying to hide the fact that Zac Efron did not sing in the first movie.
Bruh. But on the High School Musical, the second one, they actually put...
Did they? I don't think so.
The second one they did.
Because they had
Zac
Chad.
Efron. Vanessa
They had
Hudgens.
in
Oh yeah, Chad.
the baseball scene. What song is
It's
that?
called... Is it I Don't Dance?
Yes, they put Chad
Yeah.
and Ryan.
Well,
I think
it's so inconsistent.
exactly.
Some numbers, they put down the character's name, some just like the singers. the actors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why? Weird.
The more you know.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, talking about High School Musical, do you watch the series?
No.
Okay.
Did you?
No, your no is like, no, don't watch it. I'm like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I truly am not interested, and I don't think I'm going to be watching it anytime soon.
But there's
because
Olivia Rodrigo.
I know, but no. No, here's why. I know it's a good series, and I know a lot of people watch it and loved it, and I don't doubt that. I truly believe that they made a really good series from that. But my love for High School Musical is too much that I don't want to ruin that. You know,
Mhm.
I know that they're not making an adaptation, they're making like a series around High School Musical. But I don't know why I can't bring myself to watch it. There are so many times that I'm just like, okay, I have nothing to watch, and High School Musical, the series, whatever that was, is just there.
Uh-huh.
I still can't.
It always shows up on your like homepage.
Yes, but I just can't.
It's like watch me.
Yeah. But it's just like I feel like I don't know. I think it's a it's a battle within me, within myself, that I'm just like I can't like
Joe
this.
versus Joe.
Yeah, I can't like this better than the original trilogy. I refuse to. You know, and I feel
But there's
like
a possibility that you will love it even more
yes, that's why
if
I'm
you were to watch it.
that's why I'm scared to watch
I
it.
see. That makes sense.
It's a weird thing.
I can totally understand that.
Yeah. So I just stayed away from that series.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Are you ever gonna watch it? Or have you watched it?
I haven't watched. Sorry. I know one of the songs. It's called. Let me look
Is
it
it
up. But I really
by-
love this song.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah. What is it? Do you know?
There's an I want in the title, I think. I don't know. I forgot.
Wandering. It's called Wandering.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, she sang that with Julia Lester. Because somehow, on Spotify, when I just shuffle my music,
Mhm,
it
it
somehow
came up.
appeared. Because,
Yeah.
when I listen to musicals, then any musicals can come and they
Yeah.
can be played. So I think one of it, I listened to it, and then I was like, it's kind of good. I can, sing
Kinda
along.
slaps.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of slaps. So, yes, love the song.
I feel like I don't like this quality in myself too, but but it's like
What is
actually
it?
there is when I like say when I tell myself I'm not gonna watch it, that includes not listening to the songs too. So I know it's bad, and I know that they have great songs.
Does that apply to musicals?
Kind
or
of.
not necessarily?
Kind of. I don't know.
So you're not listening to musicals that you are not watching.
Oh no, I do that. I guess. But it's not like I don't think so far I don't have a musical that I'm just like, oh, I'm never going to watch that musical. Cuz so far I've always been like, if I had the chance to watch a musical, I'm going to. I don't care what it's about, you know.
Yeah.
But with this one, I don't know why. Cuz when it first came out, a lot of people made covers to a lot of their songs. And whenever I see their hashtag was High School Musical, the series, or the abbreviation, I'm just like, nope, I skip through it.
Oh my god.
It's that bad. I'm so sorry, but I just cannot. I cannot bring myself
I totally
to it.
understand that.
Because I feel like if I listen to the song and I like it, I would want to watch it, and that would ruin my whole idea of High School Musical, which probably would not be true, but that's just a fear within
Yeah.
myself.
The fear, it's there.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like
And
I'm
if you can
cheating
feel
on
it
High School
strongly, it
Musical
probably
too.
Yeah. Like, I love you, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch
Maybe
you.
that's why. Maybe I would feel
Stay
like I'm
away from
cheating
me.
on High School Musical. But yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
totally.
We've been talking about Disney for like an hour, and I feel like
I know, we're gonna go hours.
we could go on and
on
on.
this.
But
Part 2?
yes.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, if you guys listening to this up till this point, if you
you
want to
want
hear
us-
us ramble more about this, let us know.
Because we still
we
have a
can make
lot
the
to
second
say.
part.
Because Disney
I feel
is
like there's a lot to say, and including Joe. I mean, like by then, if we're gonna make the second part, part 2, I'm gonna be, I'll be already watched these things.
Oh, that's
and
very
then I can,
true. Yes.
So before and after.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. We
That's
should
another
do that.
way to look at it.
Probably an episode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that's it.
That's our opinions on Disney
Mhm.
and their live actions. Please let us know what you think
Yeah.
about
If
the,
you agree or disagree.
yeah, it's such a
know.
controversial topic, honestly, in the Disney community.
Yeah.
Either you hate it or you love it. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
doesn't like Emma Watson as Belle too. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to talk about this. They're making. I'm so sorry. But last point. They're making a live action of Little Mermaid.
Oh, with a black girl?
Yes. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't care about that. But
Yeah.
Lin Manuel Miranda is writing songs for them. Are you kidding me? And like he's working with Alan Menken to like come up with new songs for the movie.
Mhm.
And also David Diggs is gonna be in it. I think he's gonna be
I
Sebastian.
love it. Oh.
I think he's Sebastian, if I'm not mistaken.
I love it.
But for those of you listening who doesn't know who David Diggs is, you should. Because he's amazing. He was
I just watched Hamilton, so
Yes. He was the original Lafayette, Marquis de Lafayette, and Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton, in Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton. And he's so good in it. You should watch Hamilton
yeah,
too.
It's really good. Yeah.
And you just watched Hamilton?
Well, that's a topic for another time. I just
Seriously, we can go on and on.
Well, just a little bit, just a tiny.
Just a sprinkle
tidbit.
of Hamilton.
When the whole Hamilton thing happens, I'm like, I'm not gonna be a part of that group of people who are
That
like, oh my
cult.
god, Hamilton, yes.
Yes.
Like, oh my god, and it's all like, like teenagers who are like going crazy over
Yeah,
Hamilton. I'm like,
yeah.
no,
It gets
I'm better
annoying.
than that.
I know.
I love the older golden eras better. So I'm like, I stayed away from that.
Also because
Not
it's like
until-
R&B, right? It's
yeah,
like
because
rapping.
R&B, and I hate rap.
It's not
I hate-
traditional music theater.
Like, because exactly, and as a native, like a non-native English speaker, it's hard for me to like digest
Mm-hmm.
this information and like, oh my god, I can't if you rap, like every time. So
And it's
not
about
until I
history
watched
too.
it- Exactly. Like, why would I want to learn history with like through rap? Like, I don't understand nothing. So, until I watched it and I was like, this is actually interesting, because the effect of having it on film, and it's different, and I can see the subtitles, I can read it, and like it's a whole different experience. But from there, I kind of like vibe with it. So I'm like,
Yeah. And also,
that's the thing
I
about
have a huge crush on Anthony Ramos. He, right?
yeah,
Right?
well,
Oh my gosh! And did you know? Because
Okay,
you because
yeah,
you're a
okay.
new Hamilton fan. Did you know
Yeah.
he is like engaged to Jasmine, Peggy, Mariah Reynolds?
no way, really?
Yeah. And they fell in love because of Hamilton, because they're both in the cast.
Wow.
Wow.
What? Ooh. Oh my god.
I have.
And I don't know. I saw this news. Anthony Ramos, he is going to star in a film or something.
In the
I'm not
Heights.
sure what it was. In the Heights. Wait.
That's
really?
also
Yeah, I think it was In the Heights.
that's also by
It's
Lin
coming
Manuel
up.
Miranda. It's coming up soon, very soon.
Yeah, coming out really soon. Oh my god, we should really talk about this.
Hamilton.
Or
Hamilton is
Oh, okay, yeah, just-
literally we can talk about Hamilton like it's Disney.
yeah.
Even though
Well, I
even
need
though
to rewatch it again.
Yes, I have a lot of facts about the Hamill film.
Please, just spill
Yes.
on spill. But later, we
Probably
can
our
make,
next episode
like,
will
an
be
episode.
about Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes.
Okay, I will be writing down all the facts about it so that I don't forget any.
Oh, so now it's scripted podcast.
Just for Hamilton.
Just for Hamilton.
Because
yeah, totally.
it's, yeah. Okay.
Oh my
well,
God.
we should end this. It's been 1.5 hours.
Oh my god, I had a lot of so much fun. So hopefully you guys are too listening to this.
Yeah. Hopefully
cheap
this episode made you want to rewatch all the Disney movies, because honestly, please do, because you might have like different
Yeah.
opinions about it now.
True.
Watching it now, or well, it can like ruin it for you too. You can be like, what is
Yeah,
this? This does not
honestly,
make sense.
It can go both ways.
Yeah, and we don't take responsibility
it's-
for either.
Exactly. But it's always good to rewatch it and get new perspectives.
Yes,
So that
very
you
true.
don't have the same.
Mhm.
No.
But
yeah.
also don't forget what you think before that too.
Mm. Mm.
So
So yeah, Friday 9 p.m.
Monday.
and
9
Monday 9 p.m. Stay tuned for
Yes,
We'll see
follow
you
us on
then.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow
Unscripted.pod.
unscripted.pod or our own Instagrams. We don't mind a
Yeah, that one
follow.
too. Yeah, exactly. So
But yeah, we
thank
will
you for
see you
all of you guys who
Yeah.
is listening, and we'll see you in the next
Next week.
episode.
I think we will have a guest next episode. Yes.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Like, okay, yeah. Ooh, fine.
Yeah. Fun. Stay tuned for
Bye.
the
Thank
guest.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.